Welcome to the American Llama Show. We are excited to bring to you the first international virtual llama show. As in addition to llamas from 13 states, we also have 2 entries from British Columbia, Canada. It is fun to see llamas from across North America come together to celebrate llamas as well as our country. You will be able to see a great selection of some of the very best llamas. Judging our show is Kathy Kindler from Georgia. She needs little introduction as she has judged many shows across the country for both ILR and ALSO, and currently serves as ALSA president. The show order will be different than many shows, as we will begin with the non-breeder class, followed by the heavy wool, light medium wool, and finishing up with the Surrey Silky classes. This show would not be able to pay out almost $3,000 in premiums without the support of these sponsors: Kristen Varis of Minnesota, Lloyd and Tammy Lash of Michigan, Chris and Vanessa Carter of Missouri, Mike and Jean Humpschild of Ohio, Pat and Jenny Olson of Minnesota, Carol Ray of Pennsylvania, Amanda and Tim Smith of Indiana, Denise and Jason Fehrenbach of Michigan, the Schlesinger family of Minnesota, Fran and Ali Sukup of Wisconsin, Michael West of North Carolina, and Nick Hopley and Becky Wilhite from Iowa. Be sure to thank these folks when you get a chance. We'd also like to thank all of the exhibitors that took the time and effort to enter this show. As you watch this show, we hope you agree with us that the future of the llama industry gives us great cause for celebration. We also would not have been able to host this show if it was not for the high-tech grandson, Sam. He's a very special young man and has invested countless hours and research and behind-the-scenes ingenuity to make this show possible. Regardless of our request, Sam just said, "Okay," and found a way to accommodate us. Finally, we do want to express our sincere appreciation and gratitude to 2 special young ladies that put a lot of time and effort in designing a very special surprise to start our show. So sit back and relax.
Welcome to the American Llama Show.
Our first entry in the non-breeders 12 months to 36 months is Kristen Varis, Minnesota.
His name is Tipping Point. He's sired by Dr. P and out of Dam Cabernet's Tempranillo.
Our second entry today is Audra Snyder from Ohio.
Audra's non-breeder is sired by Campaign and out of Hard Rocks Hibiscus. His name is Hard Rocks Statesman.
Kathy Kindler is our judge today, and she is getting ready to put her officials on this class.
So with 2 animals in this class, both animals will advance to the championship round. I like both of these guys, very stylish guys who I like where we're heading with our non-breeders. 2 guys that have a lot of positives that you see that would place well in a regular halter class. So we'll see what happens when we get to the championship round.
Advancing will be Kristen Vargas from Minnesota with Tipping Point, and Audra Snyder from Ohio with Hard Rock Statesman. Our first entry in the non-breeder adult division is Claire Snyder from Ohio.
Claire's non-breeder is Hard Rock's On Track, sired by Hard Rock's Fast Track, and out of Hard Rock's Maid of the Mist.
Our second entry is Macy Squires from Wisconsin.
Macy's leading Tanger, who's sired by Sajama Starbuck, and out of Dam Sajama Tangerio.
Our second entry is Lillian Jenkins from Minnesota.
Lillian's his name is Ptolemaeus, sired by King Juba, and out of Lay Lady Lay.
Our fourth entry today is Jenny Olson from Minnesota.
Jenny's non-breeder is Harvey Dent. He is sired by GVL King Juba, and out of DDH's Annabella.
Our fifth and final entry for this class or division is Bryceland Buss from Wisconsin.
Bryceland's leading Good Juju, sired by Canaan and out of HCLA Bolivia, Karma.
Kathy Kindler is getting ready to place her official placings and pick 2 that advance to the championship round.
All right, this is a very interesting class with a lot of different styles, wool coverages, and movement. I'm going to go today with advancing number 1 and number 4. I appreciate the other 3 that are out there. Really like the style of all 3 of the guys. With number 2, just needs to be a little stronger there on that front end to be able to move up in the class. 3, just I'd like to see him a little more up-headed and a little wider both front and rear, and I'd like a little better balance on my 5th place animal to move them up today. Thank you.
Thank you, Kathy. So advancing for this class is Claire Snyder with Hard Rocks on Track and Jenny Olson with Harvey Dent. Cece Junkel is our first exhibitor in this go-around. She is from Wisconsin.
Her llama is AL Dark Star, sired by AL Star on the Move, and his dam is White Silk Stockings.
Our second exhibitor is Becky Kunkel from Indiana.
Becky's leading Solid Rock Snickers, who's sired by Machuco and out of HCLR Enchantment.
Our third entry for this class is Becky Kunkel from Indiana.
She's leading Klein Himmel's Unanimous, who was sired by Chuck Full of Nuts and out of Chalier.
Our fourth entry today is Elizabeth Ruckman from Ohio.
She's leading Aurora Farm Pandemonium, who was sired by Silversmith, and his dam is MCFL Mariah.
Looks like our judge Kathy Kindler has got her hands full again, and she is getting ready to announce her decisions.
All right, again, we have quite a challenging group of 4 animals. Show me a variety of styles here. I'm going with the number 2 and the number 4 llama to move on to the championship round. Appreciate both the other 2, both 1 and 3. Show me a lot of flash and a lot of style, eye appeal as they're standing there, but not the upheadedness and the straight top line I'd like to see of these animals. I'd also like to see a little more width on both of them as they're moving off the front and the rear.
And advancing will be Becky Kunkel with Solid Rock Snickers and Elizabeth Ruckman with Aurora Farm Pandemonium. This class will be the championship roundup for the non-Surrey or non-breeders. And I truly think that Kathy had her hands full on this one. In number 1, we have Kristen Varis from Minnesota. In window 2, we have Audra Snyder of Ohio. In window 3, we have Claire Snyder of Ohio. In number 4, Jenny Olson from Minnesota. In number 5, we have Becky Kunkel. In number 6, we have Elizabeth Ruckman. Congratulations to these 6 exhibitors for making it into the championship roundup. Today our premiums are for champion $100, reserve $75, third place $60, fourth place $50. Fifth and 6th will each be receiving $40. And it looks like our Judge Kathy is ready with her official placings.
All right, some very fancy and correct llamas that we have here in our 9-breeder class. Going from 6th place up to 1st. My 6th place llama is in the number 2 window. Really like the size and substance of this boy, but not the straight top line to move him up today. In my 5th place, I like the number 6 llama. Very well balanced guy, flashy, but I'd like to see a little more width as he moves, especially off those front legs. My number 4 llama is in the 5th window. Probably the best moving llama out there today. Moves very correctly, places his feet squarely, both front and rear. Just like to see a little better conditioning on this boy, although I realize he's got quite the age on most of the rest of the llamas. My 3rd place llama today is in window number 4. Probably the most challenging llama I had to judge because he didn't seem to want to behave most of the time, and he was quite all over the place. It was very challenging for me to be able to see how well he walked. Occasionally I'd catch him moving correctly. I saw plenty of width front and rear and a straight top line when he wanted to show off, but he just wasn't behaving well enough today to move up. My reserve grand champion today is number 1. Really like this flashy guy. I think he's well balanced, moves fluidly, has that straight top line I like to see him as he moves around the ring. Well deserving, I think, of reserve grand. And my grand champion today is number 3. You really have to appreciate the bone on this guy. And with that bone, he still moves quite well off front and rear and shows me that up-headedness I like to see in our llamas. So thank you very much. These were fun to judge.
Congratulations goes to Claire Snyder from Ohio with her entry, Hard Rocks on Track. Our reserve place goes to Kristen Varas from Minnesota with her entry, Tipping Point. Congratulations to them. 3rd place goes to Jenny Olson with Harvey Dent. 4th place goes to Becky Kunkel from Indiana with Snickers, or Hard Rock Snickers. And 5th place goes to Elizabeth Ruckman from Ohio with Aurora Farm Pandemonium. And our 6th place goes to Audra Snyder of Ohio with Hard Rock Statesman. Congratulations to these exhibitors. Our first entry this afternoon on the heavy wool juvenile female class is Ron Wilkinson from Oregon.
Ron's girls, RGA Mox Mariposa, started by Argentine Mach 1, and out of the GNLC team, Dam.
Our second and final entry for this class is a llama from Lloyd and Tammy Lash of Michigan.
Lloyd's leading BC Angels Silver Sensation, started by LUA Sensational Status, and out of Steuben's Guardian Angel.
I think that's Caitlin, not Lloyd, Daryl.
Oh, sorry. Sorry about that.
And here's our Judge Kathy to put her official or placings or reasons on the heavy wool juvenile females ages 5 months to 12 months.
We have two very quality females here, looking awful similar to each other with the same coloring and style, lots of fiber coverage. Be interesting to see how they match up to their older counterparts.
Both of these llamas will be advancing to the championship drive. Our first entry in the heavy wool yearling female division is Carol Ray from Pennsylvania.
She's leading BHLF Eve, who's an Escalero daughter out of WOL Paradise.
Our second entry belongs to Ron Wilkinson of Oregon.
Ron's leading Mackenzie, Lake, Desert, Zephyr, sired by Mox Desert Wind, and on a Ribano Escondido, Quevedo.
And Kathy Kindler will she will shortly give us her placings or advancements.
Great. Again, we have two in the class, so both of them will move forward to the championship round. Two different styles of llamas for the heavy wool, but two very correct, pleasing to the eye females that we have out there. I can't wait to see how they stack up with the rest in the championship round.
In the heavy adult female division, our first exhibitor is Audra Snyder for Mike Gherkin from Ohio.
Audra's girls, MBL Juba's Naivia, started by King Juba. Dam is Usher's Shaleda.
Our second entry is Jenny Olson from Minnesota.
Jenny's girls, started by his name is Campaign Promise, started by Hard Rock's campaign slogan, and out of Serena.
Denise Fehrenbach is bringing us our third entry. She is from Michigan.
Denise's girl is Eskandari, started by King Juba, and out of Esposito.
Vanessa Carter is our fourth entry. Vanessa is from Missouri.
Vanessa's leading GNLC Simba, started by Sajami Eye Candy, and out of GNLC Bella.
It looks like Kathy is busily studying these, and she will be telling us shortly the two that will advance.
All right, in this class, we're going to advance the llamas in screen number 2 and number 4. Compared to 1 and 3, they're just much more up-headed and straighter top line off the move. You have to admire both the looks of the animals in 1 and 3, the fiber coverage, but they just do not have the straight top lines of the number 2 and 4 to be able to move up today. But thank you so much for entering them in this show.
Advancing to the championship roundup will be Jenny Olson from Minnesota and Vanessa Carter from Missouri. Lloyd and Tammy Lash have the first entry in the second class for the heavy adult females. Lloyd and Tammy live in Michigan.
This is a lambill of Dakota Ridge, sired by Once Upon as Asian, another Dakota Ridge heart catcher.
Becky Kunkel is our second exhibitor. She is from Indiana.
Becky's leading Solid Rock's Camamia, who was sired by Olendick Farms Cameron, and out of Solid Rock's Terramia.
Terry Conroy of New York is our third exhibitor, and her handler is her daughter Alexa.
And she's leading Once Upon as Paravel, sired by Once Upon as Asian, and out of Ella, Co, Bella, and Whistles.
Justin Timms is bringing us our final adult female. He is from Oregon.
This is SPL Silver Lining, sired by Ken Llama's Silversmith, and out of Sincere's Delight.
As we take a look at these last four in the heavy adult females, Kathy is sorting through in her mind which two she will be advancing to the championship roundup.
All right, in this class of 4, we're going to send number 2 and number 4 to the championship round. I look down at number 3, have to admire the wool coverage on that llama, but I'd love to see a little more width, both front and rear, as she's moving toward me and away from me today. With our number 1 llama, really hard to get a view of the llama except when it's standing still. It was all over the place, shying, kept moving to the right. If I was in a show where I was there, I'd have her move again, but I have to go on what I see, and I couldn't see a whole lot of width there, front and rear. Admire her top line and her profile as she's standing there, but on the move we had issues.
Well, congratulations to Becky Kunkel of Indiana and to Justin Timms of Oregon. Those two will be advancing to the championship roundup. Okay, we will be looking at the 4 llamas that our judge has selected to go into the championship, and she will be selecting 2 out of these 4 to go to the championship lineup. In window number 1, we have Jenny Olson from Minnesota with Campaign Promise. In window number 2, we have Vanessa Carter from Missouri with GNLC Simba. In window number 3, we have Becky Kunkel with Solid Rocks Chamomile. And in window number 4, we have Justin Timm of Oregon.
So, in this class of adult heavy wool females, the 2 that will advance to the championship round will be number 2 and number 4. While I have to appreciate the size, body capacity, and overall look of number 1, it is that movement and ease of movement off the front and rear that's going to keep her from advancing today. While 3 has that ease of movement, it does not have the uprightness that I like to see in a llama. She keeping that head down, moving around. If she could get her head up and stand there, she could easily move up in this class.
Congratulations goes to Vanessa Carter with GNLC Simba and Justin Timm with SPL Silver Lining. They will be advancing to the championship round. In our championship drive today for the heavy wool females, we have in window number 1, representing the Juvie division, Ron Wilkinson from Oregon. In window number 2, also from the Juvie female division, we have Tammy and Lloyd Lash from Michigan. In the yearling division, we have windows 3 and 4. They are Carol Ray of Pennsylvania and Ron Wilkinson of Oregon. In windows 5 and 6, representing the adult division, we have Vanessa Carter, and we have from Missouri, and we have Justin Tim. It looks like Kathy is waiting to grab the mic from me, so I will let Kathy give us her official placings for the championship lineup.
Looking at this class, I love where our llama industry is heading with these great female heavy wool females. They really bring a lot of positives out there to our breeding program. So we're going to start this class with number 6, and that will be my girl in window number 3. She brings me a lot of eye appeal. Love the fiber as it's there, but on the move she just needs to be a little smoother, get that head up and widen out just a tad bit off both the front and rear. My girl that's going to take 5th place today is in window number 1. Really like this girl as she's standing there. Love the color and the fiber that we have. But it looks like she's going through a growth spurt right now, walking a little downhill as she's moving around the ring. I'd like to see her in another year or so when she's straightened out. Our animal in 4th place will be in window number 2. This big gray girl shows an awful lot of size and substance for a juvie, but I'd really like to see both front and rear show me a little more width on the move. Our girl that's going to take 3rd place today is in window number 6. Really like this girl. If Justin could have sheared off a little of that belly hair, she might have moved up, but like that straight top line that she's showing me, and she moves smoothly around the ring for this old girl. Now for our Grand Reserve, we'll have a drum roll here. Our Reserve Grand Champion today is going to window number 4. Love this girl. Love the size and body capacity that we have off there. She moves correctly front and rear and has a lot of positives to bring. Can't wait to see her grow up and get into a breeding program, which leaves window number 5 as our Grand Champion. And like this girl from the minute I saw her, she just glides around the ring. Add that to the width front and rear, the straight top line, the upheadedness as she moves there. There's hard to find something to fault on this girl. Very deserving of our Grand Champion today.
Congratulations to Vanessa and Chris Carter from Missouri with GNLC Simba as our Grand Champion. Our 2nd place goes to Ron Wilkinson from Oregon with McKinsey's Lake Desert Zephyr. Sorry about that. Very well deserving of Grand and Reserve. Our 3rd place goes to Justin Tim of Oregon with SPL Silver Lining. And our 4th place goes to Lloyd and Tammy Lash of Michigan with BC Angels Silver Sensation. Our 5th place goes to Ron Wilkinson of Oregon with RGA Mox Mariposa. And our 6th place goes to Carol Ray of Pennsylvania with BHLF Eve. Congratulations to these winners. We are now ready to start the heavy juvenile male division. Our first exhibitor is Lloyd and Tammy Lash of Michigan.
Lloyd's showing Showstopper Jr., sired by MSF Showstopper and out of LUA My Darling status.
Our second and final entry in the Juvie division is Ramona Simpson.
Ramona is showing Hard Rock's Class Act, sired by BAL Renegade, and his mom is Hard Rock's High Class Beauty.
Judge Kathy is about ready to give her comments on the Juvie heavy wool males.
Okay, with just 2 in this class, both will move on to the championship round, but you have to admire both of these boys. Pretty impressive looking juvenile heavy wool males. Like the balance on both of these guys and the straight top line as they're moving around the ring. So we'll see how they match up when we get to the championship round.
This is our entry for the heavy yearling male division. We only have one entry. And he is being shown by Ramona Simpson from Virginia.
Ramona's boy is Bahamas Cajas, sired by SRLL Mandarb, and out of Bahamas Mona Lisa.
With just one entry in the class, this young man moves on to the championship round. But you admire the coverage that you have there, all the way down to his toes. Plenty of size and substance for a breeding male. And we'll see when he gets to the championship round how he looks with the other guys out there.
Congratulations, Ramona, for advancing to the championship round. Our first entry in the heavy wool adult male division is Ellie Bruce from Indiana.
Ellie's male is called Travertine Gris, and he's sired by GNLC Rampart. His mama is the Lady Maud.
Our second entry today is brought to us by Michael West of North Carolina, and I apologize, I do not know the handler.
Michael's male is out of PPR Gibraltar, and his name is PPR Rock of Gibraltar. Mother is NWLF's Brandy Rain.
Our final entry in the heavy wool male division is Denise Fehrenbach from Michigan.
Denise is leading Envy's Pursuit of Honor. He's sired by Candelero, and his dam is Red Savannah Anna.
And I think our judge, Kathy, is ready for her comments on this class.
So, with 3 in this class, we're going to have all 3 in the championship round. That will fill out our championship round of 6. Each of these guys has a lot of positives, even though they're different styles. I have to comment, our handler in number 1 did an exceptional job. If you want to see how you should show your llama in a video, take lessons from this young lady. She's done the best job I've seen so far.
And this is our championship lineup for the heavy wool male division. In window 1, we have Lloyd and Tammy Lash of Michigan. In window 2, we had Ramona Simpson of Virginia. In window 3, we have Ramona Simpson of Virginia again. In window 4, we have Ellie Bruce from Indiana. Michael West from North Carolina is in window 5. And Denise Fehrenbach from Michigan is in window 6. Congratulations to these 6 exhibitors for making it to the championship round.
All right, when we're looking at this group, we have a varied group of animals, all heavy wool, but different variety of heavy wool. So we're going to start the class with number 6 as our 6th place llama. We appreciate the substance that he brings out here. Fairly easy mover, but as he moves around the ring, he tends to drop off on those hindquarters, which is going to keep him from moving up today. Our 5th place llama is going to be number 2. A juvie that's got a lot of time to grow into that. Love the profile on that guy and the coverage, but just a little too close in the rear end today as he moves out to move up. Our 4th place llama is going to be number 3. Like the guy on the profile there, as he's standing there, stands nice and square, but just doesn't quite move as freely off those front and rear legs as he's moving today. Our 3rd place llama is going to be number 5. Like the size and the powerfulness of this guy, but front and rear moves very tight and close, so that's going to keep him from moving up today. Our 2nd place and reserve champion llama is going to be llama number 4. Really appreciate this llama as he shows there. He's the freest, easiest mover out there. He's another one of those llamas that really glides around the ring as he moves. You don't see any movement on that top line as he's moving on the profile, which makes our grand champion number 1 this gray guy who's got an awful lot of potential. Love that coverage that you have here, and the color just adds a little extra on top. But he has a great straight top line, and I think he's well deserving today of our grand champion.
Congratulations goes to Lloyd and Tammy Lash of Michigan with LUA Showstopper Jr. Number 2 on our reserve goes to Ellie Bruce of Indiana with Travertine Gris. Number 3 is awarded to Michael West of North Carolina with PR Rock of Gibraltar. And number 4 goes to Ramona Simpson of Virginia with Bahamas Casa. Okay. And number 5 goes to Ramona Simpson of Virginia with Hard Rocks Class Act. And number 6 goes to, or 6th place goes to Denise Fehrenbach of Michigan with Envy's Pursuit of Honor. Congratulations to these exhibitors, and this will complete our heavy wool division. Moving into the light medium juvenile female class, we have Susan and Mark Smith entry from Indiana.
Susan's leading MSF Ivanka Sired by Crockett, and out of MSF Melania.
Our second entry in the light medium juvenile female class comes from Michael West of North Carolina.
Michael's girls 4L&M, Raphael's She Speaks to Me. She's sired by Nastasia's Raphael, and out of ALL Oriano's Saucy Girl.
Our third entry today in the light medium juvenile female class is Ron Wilkinson from Oregon.
Ron's showing us RGA Blackhawk and Lilac Lady, sired by Blackhawk, and out of PH Lily as the dam.
For our fourth entry in the light medium juvenile female class, we have Kayleen Schlesinger from Minnesota.
She's leading in CVL Lady Eli, out of Mighty Joe's Smokin' Howitzer, and out of GVL Cindy.
And we're ready for Kathy to make her decision as who the two she will advance.
Okay, and in this class of juvenile females, we're advancing the animals in screen 1 and screen 4. While I appreciate the profile of the llama in screen 2, I'd like to see a little more width, both front and rear, as she's moving toward me, away from me. Although she does exhibit that straight top line I like to see. When we move to 3, really like the size and the overall frame of this llama in 3. But I'd like to see her a little freer off those rear legs and a little more true off those front legs to move up today.
Congratulations goes to Mark and Susan Smith of Indiana and to Kayleen Schlesinger from Minnesota. Our second class in the light medium juvie female class or division is Kelsey Jacobs from Wisconsin.
Kelsey's leading My Daisy May, started by DDH's Major Explosion, and out of Alpine Liberty Bell.
Our second entry today in the light medium juvenile female class is Jenny Olson from Minnesota.
Jenny's leading Esme, who's started by GVL King Juba, and out of Chevalier.
Our third entry today in the light medium juvenile female class is Kelsey Matthew from Indiana.
Kelsey's leading Tigress MVVR, started by GHLC Wild Knights, and her dam is FGL Chilean Sangria.
Cece Junkel is our fourth and final entry in the light medium juvenile female class today. She is from Wisconsin.
She's leading AAL Sweet Devotion. She's started by AAL Nothing's Easy, and her dam is Stage Top So Desirable.
And we'll give our Judge Kathy Kindler from Georgia a moment to make up her mind as to who advances into the next round.
All right, the girls that are going to advance to the final of the championship round for the juvenile females are going to be number 2 and number 3. We have to appreciate the value, the overall look and the profile of our Llama number 1, but not the upheadedness and uprightness, straight top line as she's moving around the ring today to allow her to move up. And number 4, I'd really just like to add a little, stretch out this girl a little, get her a little more body, give her a little chance to grow up so she shows a little more width there between those front and rear legs. But really have to admire that coat and the sheen that you see on that fiber.
Okay, for advancing in this class, we have Jenny Olson from Minnesota, and we have Kelsey Matthews from Indiana. This is our final go around in the light medium juvenile female class. In window number 1, we have Mark and Susan Smith of Indiana. In window number 2, we have Kayleen Sushinger from Minnesota. Window number 3, we have Jenny Olson from Minnesota. And window 4 is Kelsey Matthews from Indiana.
So, in this class of light medium, I say that with a grain of salt, juvenile females, numbers 1 and number 3 are going to move on to the championship round. Really appreciate the balance that I see and the overall coverage that we're seeing. Very eye appeal girl in number 2, but I need her to stay true both front and rear as she's walking around. She's a little antsy today, doesn't quite give me the look that I'd like to see. With number 4, really like that profile that you have there, the balance that you see on that girl. Just would like to see a little more width in those rear legs to allow her to move to the championship today.
Congratulations goes to Mark and Susan Smith of Indiana and Jenny Olson of Minnesota. They will be advancing into the championship round. This is our light medium yearling female class. And our first exhibitor is Vanessa Carter from Missouri.
Vanessa's girl is CVL Ren's Atlanta, sired by BAL Renegade and out of Santana's Camaro.
Denise Fehrenbach from Michigan is our second entry for the light medium yearling females.
Denise's is FEH Pursuit of Grace, Started by Envy's Pursuit of Honor. And out of the dam, JF Gracie Slick.
Carol Ray is our next exhibitor. She is from Pennsylvania.
Carol's leading BHLF Hail Mary, sired by BHLF Hailstorm, and out of SRLL Felicia.
Lloyd and Tammy Lash of Michigan has our final entry for the light medium yearling female class.
Lloyd's Girls and LUA Sprinkles of Happy, sired by Oh Happy Day, and dam is LUA My Darling Status.
We'll give our judge Kathy Kindler a few moments to make up her final decision as to who advances to the championship roundup.
So in this class of yearling light to medium animals, we're going to advance animal number 3 and animal number 4. Look at number 1. I think this girl has a lot of potential, but I'd like to see her grow up and stretch out just a little bit, add a little more width there between those rear legs as she's walking away from me. When I look at number 2, really admire the fiber and coverage on this girl, but we are in a light to medium class. Like the profile, but I think she's a little out of place in this class.
Congratulations goes to Carol Ray of Pennsylvania for advancing with BHLF Hail Mary, and Lloyd and Tammy Lash of Michigan with LUA Sprinkles of Happy. This is our light medium adult female class. Our first entry is An entry by Terry Conroy, shown by Alex, and they are from New York.
She is sired by Once Upon a Eska. Her sire that is, the animal is Once Upon a Eska. The sire is Lakeview's Escariot, and the dam is CMMM Chocolate Chip Surprise.
Our next entry is by Marie and Bill Safrey from Ohio.
She is sired by her name is Loghouse Llama's Skylark, sired by MFDC PR's Nighthawk, and the dam is Loghouse Llama's Harmony.
Coming to us from Washington is Rebecca Cleveland.
She's leading New Leaf's Wonder. It's Anastasia Raphael's daughter out of New Leaf's Herculina.
Maya Dixon is coming to us from Ohio.
Maya's girl is called Milky Way. She is sired by H.J. Isidro's Color Up and out of Heat Waves Buttercream.
Justin Timms has another entry, and I found out who his handler is. It's Lindsay Davis. They are from Oregon.
She's FPL Little Hazel, sired by PL Dashing and out of Little Pickles.
And I see Kathy Kinner sitting over there scratching her head. I think we're about ready to have the two that will advance.
All right, this is quite the challenging class of adult light / medium females. We're going to advance numbers 3 and 5. When I look at number 1, I have a hard time seeing number 1 fitting in the light to medium class. Do like the size that she brings and the body capacity. Would like to see a little more width there from the rear as she's walking away. Number 2, true light wool girl that we see there has got a great profile, great straight top line, but she needs some width both front and rear as she's walking away. And 2, I think if she'd got a little more size and body capacity in through those ribs and chest there, she might move much more easy both front and rear. She needs to get some width there in between those knees and hocks in order to move up.
Congratulations to Rebecca Cleveland of Washington with New Leaf's Wonder, and Justin Timms with Lindsay at the lead with FPL Little Hazel. They will be advancing to the championship round. And we are ready with the selection for the championship for the light medium female division. In window number 1, we have Mark and Susan Smith with MS Ivanka. Window 2, we have Jenny Olson with Esme. In the yearling division, we have in window 3, Carol Ray of Pennsylvania with BHLF Hail Mary. In window number 4, we have Lloyd and Tammy Lash's entry of UVA Sprinkles of Happy. In window number 5, we have Rebecca Cleveland from Washington with New Leaf's Wonder. And with window number 6, we have Justin Timms entry with FPL Little Hazel.
Okay, placings for this class. We're going to start the class in 6th place will be number 6. I think it's a very solid girl, very good representation of the light medium class. I'd just like to give a little more length to her neck, stretch her out a little bit to balance the rest of her body. In 5th place, we're going to go with number 2. A girl that's might be just a little heavy for this light medium class, but I like her profile. Love the silhouette that she has as she's walking sideways. Just like to see a little smoother movement off those rear legs. In number 4, we're going to go number 4. That is girl again, who's a well-balanced girl. Like to see the size of the girl so far. I think she brings in a lot of positives. Again, I'd like to see a little more width off those rear legs as she's walking away from me today. 3rd place, we'll go with number 3. Like this girl, like her straight top line as she's moving around the ring. Well-balanced girl. Easy 3rd place in this class. Our reserve grand champion today is going to go to number 1. Really like this juvie, like a whole lot about her. Really like that balance. The eye appeal is exceptional. Straight top line as she moves around the ring. But think she's just going to give up a little to that grand champion today, which is number 5. Really like this girl. Like that straight top line on the move. For the size that she has, she's a well-balanced girl. Moves smoothly off front and rear legs, and I think she's well deserving of the grand champion today.
Congratulations goes to Rebecca Cleveland of Washington with New Leaf's Wonder, and our reserve champion today goes to Mark and Susan Smith with MSF Ivanka. 3rd place goes to Carol Ray of Pennsylvania with Hail Mary. Fourth place with Lloyd and Tammy Lash with Sprinkles of Happy. Fifth place goes to Jenny Olson with Esme. And sixth place will be Justin Timms with Little Hazel. Congratulations to our winners of the light, medium wool division. Female wool division. Boy, that was tough. We are now into the light medium juvenile male class. Our first exhibitor is Bryceland Buss from Wisconsin.
The boy is AAL Blue Max. He's started by Elwood Blues. His dam is ALL Leah Sophia.
Our second entry in the light medium juvenile male division is an entry by Michael West from North Carolina.
He's started by 4L&M Raphael's Catch 41. I'm sorry, that's the male. Raphael Catch 41. He's started by Anastasia's Raphael, and the dam is MGF What a Catch.
Jenny Olson of Minnesota brings us another entry in the light medium juvenile male division.
He's All Hail the King, started by GVL King Juba, and his dam is JLL Hail Mary.
Our final entry today in the light medium juvenile male division comes to us from Nick Hopley and Becky Wilhite of Iowa.
Mr. Butterscotch is his name, started by Solid Rock Sandstone, and out of NWLF M Butterfly.
And this completes the juvenile male division, and we are waiting Kathy Kindler with her decision as to who advances.
Okay, in this class, we're going to advance animals number 3 and number 4. When we look at animal number 2, really like the size and the stretch on that animal. But right now he looks like he's going through that growth spurt. His hips a little higher than the rest of him, and needs to just fill out a little bit, stretch out a little between those knees and hocks to move up. Our second little guy, like the straight top line and the profile he shows, but he really needs to get some width there on those rear legs to allow him to move a little more freer and correctly off those rear legs.
Congratulations to Nick Hopley and Jenny Olson for advancing to the next go-around. We have 2 entries in the light medium yearling male division. Our first entry is Amanda Oshesky from Michigan.
Amanda's boys, Kipton's Nicholas HAFF, sired by CVLR Kipton and out of CVLR Torrey.
Our second entry in the light medium yearling males is Mark and Susan Smith of Indiana.
Susan's boy is MSF High Point. He's sired by GNLC Crockett, and his dam is WLK Milano.
We'll give Kathy a moment.
So we have 2 in this class of yearling light to medium males. So both of them advanced to the championship round. We'll see them there.
Congratulations to Amanda Oshesky and to Mark and Susan Smith. Penny McLean will lead off the light medium adult male division. She is from Ohio.
Penny's leading MCC Amal's Baymax, sired by Cellini's Amal, and out of BCVL Black Elk Singing.
CC Jungle from Wisconsin is our second entry in the light medium adult division.
That's AAL Grandmaster, started by Reinie's Grandioso, and out of Nymph.
Our last entry of the light medium adult male division is Ada Ruckman of Ohio.
MCFL Toby is his name, started by Cote de Pablo. Dam is MCFL Valkyrie.
And that will complete our light medium male division. And Kathy Kindler is about to give us the two that will advance to the championship round.
Okay, in our adult light to medium male class, the two that will advance to the championship are numbers 1 and 3. While I have to appreciate the fiber and the look of my llama in the second window, I'd really like to stretch out its neck a little bit and get a little more width in there between the hocks as he's walking away from me today to allow him to advance.
And this will complete our light medium adult male division. Coming up next will be our championship drive. Our championship drive today, in window number 1, we have Jenny Olson with All Hail the King. Window number 2, we have Nick Hopley and with his partner Becky Wilhite with Mr. Butterscotch. In window number 3, we have Amanda Olszewski from Michigan with Kipton's Nicholas. Window number 4, we have Mark and Susan Smith with High Point. And window number 5, we have Penny McLean with Baymax. And window number 6, we have Ada Ruckman with Toby. In just a minute, we'll have Kathy with her championship placements.
All right, in our class of light to medium wool males, we're going to start the class with number 6 in the 6th position. Pretty powerful looking light wool male. stands up very well. Just is not quite as smooth and as sure off the front and the rear legs on the move as some of the others in this class today. My 5th place is going to be number 3. Really cute little guy. Just like to see him grow up just a little, straighten out, both off the move and his top line as he's moving around the ring today. My 4th place llama is going to be number 4. Pretty powerful looking yearling. I'd like to see a little more width there in the rear legs as he's walking around, but that's something that he's still got plenty of growing to do. My my 3rd place. Sorry, got my numbers all confused. My 3rd place llama is llama number 1 from the juvie class. Really straight guy with a great profile, but not the ease of movement, especially off those rear legs today. My reserve grand champion goes to number 5. Big, powerful guy with a whole lot of positives out there. Really like the size that he shows there on that straight top line. That leaves my grand champion as number 2. That cute little guy, straight top line, moves very smoothly around the ring, and I think he's deserving of our grand champion.
Congratulations goes to Nick and Hopley and Becky Wilhite with Mr. Butterscotch. Congratulations goes to Penny McLean with Baymax. 3rd place goes to Jenny Olson with All Hail the King. 4th place with Mark and Susan Smith with High Point. 5th place goes to Amanda Oshesky, Kipton's Nicholas. And the 6th place goes to Ada Ruckman with Toby. Congratulations to these exhibitors for a great display of light to medium adult or light to medium males. To start out our Silky Surrey juvenile female classes, we have Lloyd and Tammy Lash from Michigan.
Lloyd's leading LUA Showstoppers Blue Violet. She's sired by MSF Showstopper and on LUA Bravado's Bold Expectations.
Our second entry is Mindy Reed from Missouri.
Mindy's girls, WYN Caramel Parfait. She's sired by Solid Rock Sandstone and out of SWLC Carson.
Audra Snyder is our third entry. She is from Ohio.
Audra's got Hard Rock's Autumn Angel. She's sired by Solid Rock Sandstone out of CTF Angel Lily.
Michael West is our fourth entry. He's from North Carolina.
This is 4L&M Ice Me Down, sired by 4L&M Icebreaker, and out of the dam PPR Got Dramatic. Got to be dramatic.
Our judge, Kathy Kindler from Georgia, is making her selection as to the two that will advance to the next round.
Well, it's great to start off a class with some challenging animals. These are 4 very flashy, stylish girls that all look great on the profile. Their balance and total look is great. It's when they start moving that they separate themselves. We're going to go with number 1 and number 2. Have to appreciate the stretch and style of the third place Llama, but just isn't quite moving as correctly off those rear legs today as she's moving away from me. Would really like to see her stand up a little better on the move, as would I like number 4. Like that silhouette as she's standing there in the profile, but then she kind of stretches out and falls apart a little. Really hard to see those back legs when she's walking because she's off to the side, so that makes it really difficult. You don't have an advantage of being able to move from here. You have to see what they're providing, and that's where I lost girl number 4. So we're moving ahead with 1 and 2.
Advancing to the next round will be Tammy and Lloyd Lash with Showstoppers Blue Violet, and Mindy Reed will be advancing with Caramel Parfait. To start off this round of Surrey Silky Juvenile Females, we have Morgan Squires from Wisconsin.
Morgan's showing Olendick Farms Paris. She's sired by Sajami Shazam and LLA Mirage L'Amour.
Mike Gherkin is entry number 2, shown by Claire Snyder. They are from Ohio.
Claire showing Hard Rock's Mesmerizing. She's sired by Hard Rock's Hypnotic and out of Hard Rock's High Expectation.
Our third entry today is Morgan Squires from Wisconsin.
Morgan showing Shift Kit, which is out of Olendick Farm Switching Gears and out of Kamari.
Our final entry in the Surrey Silky Juvenile Female Division is Lillian Runyon from Michigan.
Lillian showing Star Phantom Belle of the Pasture, sired by Castle Rock's Chilean Contraband and out of Star Power Symbol.
We'll give our judge Kathy a moment or two to make her 2 selections to advance to the final round.
Okay, another very challenging group of young Surrey Silky females. We're going to advance numbers 2 and 3 today. Really appreciated number 1, the fiber and the style. Movement off the front legs. I just like to see her stand up a little more. She looks like she's going through one of those growth spurts, so the hips a little higher, and I think that throws off her movement in the back legs, but I think she's got a bright future once she grows up a little. As with number 4, very pretty little girl who's got some very fine fiber. She just doesn't want to stand up right now. She's all stretched out, really doesn't show herself off well. Like to see that head up a little higher and a little more width in between those rear legs as she's walking away from me today. So 2 and 3 are going to advance.
Congratulations to Mike Gherkin of Ohio with Hard Rock's Mesmerizing, and Morgan Squires with Shift Kit. This is our championship, or not our championship round, but our selection to go into the championship round. In window number 1, we have Lloyd and Tammy Lash with Showstoppers Blue Violet. In window number 2, we have Mindy Reed of Missouri with Caramel Parfait. Window number 3, we have Mike Gherkin entry of Ohio with Hard Rock's Mesmerizing with Claire Schneider at the lead. And in window number 4, we have Morgan Squires of Wisconsin with Shift Kit.
So our 2 that are moving forward to the finals will be number 1 and number 4. Really have to appreciate number 2. As flashy a girl as you're ever going to see. Love that white fiber with the luster blowing in the wind, and when she stands up there, she really profiles well. She's just not quite as comfortable as the others in this class, a little all over the place with her feet, both front and rear. I think she's got a bright future, but we have to go with what we see today. As with number 3, look at that fiber blowing in the wind, but she's just, again, looking like she's going through a little growth spurt, a little higher in the hip or lower in the withers as she's walking around the ring today. Can't quite show herself off as well as the other 2. So our 1 and 4 are moving forward into the finals.
Congratulations to Lloyd and Tammy Lash of Michigan with Showstoppers Blue Violet, and Morgan Squires of Wisconsin with Shift Kit. They will be advancing to the championship round. This is our first entry to the Surrey Silky Yearling Female Division. Our first exhibitor is Denise Fehrenbach from Michigan.
Denise is leading FEH Selena Sahara. She's sired by KFV Timon 2nd edition out of HOLR Angel Selena.
Our second entry in the yearling female division is Ali Sukup from Wisconsin.
Allie's leading SRLL Naizi, who's sired by SRLL Iagan, and Dam is SRLL Nandera.
Our third entry in the Surrey Silky Yearling Female Division is an entry by Mark and Susan Smith from Indiana.
Susan's leading MSF Lady Justice, sired by Crockett and out of Sapaveco's Courtney.
Our fourth entry is an entry by Mike Gherkin of Ohio with Audra Snyder at the lead.
Audra's leading WOL Cherry Silver Rosa. She's sired by WOL Cherry Ronda and out of Chilean Rosalind RDL.
Our fifth and final entry for this go-around is an entry by Ron Wilkinson from Oregon.
Ron's at the lead on Bella May RTC. She's a Scorcher daughter out of GNLC Scorcher and out of Two Bells RTC.
It looks like Kathy is making her selection of the two that will be advancing to the next round.
Okay, in this class we're going to move forward number 2 and number 3. You look at number 1, like the straight top line as she moves around the ring, not quite as true and straight off those front legs as some of these others in the class. When you move into 4, really appreciate the style of this girl and the straight front legs, but as she rounds off over the hip, just not quite as straight all the way through. And when we get to number 4, I'd really like to see a little straighter front legs there as she moves towards you, but again, a well-balanced girl really stands up well when you stop her in profile. So we're going to move forward 2 and 3.
Congratulations to Ali Sukup of Wisconsin, and Mark and Susan Smith of Indiana. To start the second class of the Surrey Silky yearling females is Barb Parsons of Wisconsin.
Barb's leading AAL Miras Flores, sired by AAL Nothing's Easy, and her dam is PVL Illumination.
Our second entry is an entry again by Barb Parsons of Wisconsin.
This one's PVL Chilean Shishat, sired by Chilean Scorpion King and out of Chilean Gloria.
Our third entry is Kayleen Schesinger of Minnesota.
Kayleen's leading 3SF Autumn's Day's Delight, sired by 4C Sebastian, and the mom is Casellas Impossible Dream.
Jacob Squires is our fourth entry. He is from Wisconsin.
Jacob's at the lead of HOLR Vigilantes Trinity. She is sired by CTF Renegades Vigilante and out of Olendick Farms Tatiana.
Our fifth and final entry for the Surrey Silky yearling females is Rebecca Cleveland of Washington.
She's leading Llama House Soul Girl. Sired by Lucky, Hit the Ground Running, and out of the Dam HRR Bolivian Rosalind.
We'll give Judge Kathy a moment to make her selections on the second class of the Surrey Silky yearling female.
Okay, moving out of this class into the finals. The yearling will be animals number 2 and number 4. Look at number 1, and I'm wondering, all these animals walking on grass, if it's changing their walking pattern. But this is what I'm seeing today. I'd like to see her a little leveler over the rump, a little farther apart on those rear legs as she's walking away. Number 3, hard to get a good look at all. Love the body and the capacity on this girl. Has beautiful fiber. I just really couldn't get a look at her today. She was all over the place in this video. Makes it very difficult to evaluate what I'm seeing. And with number 5, I just like to see her stand up a little straighter, taller as she's walking around the ring. But we have some beautiful girls here. I'm sure you're proud of them in your breeding program. But for today, 2 and 4 are moving into the finals.
Congratulations to Barb Parsons of Wisconsin with Chilean Shishat, and Jacob Squires with Vigilantes Trilogy. This is our selection to go into the championship roundup. In window number 1, we have Ali Sukup of Wisconsin. In window number 2, we have Mark and Susan Smith of Indiana. Both of those are from the first class. The second class is Barb Parsons of Wisconsin. And the fourth window is Jacob Squires of Wisconsin.
Okay, in this group, we're going to move llamas number 1 and 2 into the finals. Both 3 and 4 are very powerful girls. Love the size and the capacity on our number 3 llama. Really has that size. I'd like to see her a little straighter over the top line, a little wider between the hocks there to be able to move into the finals. And number 4, appreciate the style of this girl and a straight top line. But again, I'd like to see a little wider off those rear legs to allow her to move into the finals. So 1 and 2 are moving into our finals today in the yearling class.
Congratulations to Ali Sukup and to Mark and Susan Smith. We'll be seeing them in the championship lineup. Lloyd and Tammy Lash of Michigan are leading out the way for the Surrey Silky adult females. We will be having 2 classes, one with 6 in it and one with 5.
Lloyd's Girls LUA Happy Blessings, sired by Oh Happy Day, and out of LUA Waves of Victory.
Marie Safrey is our second exhibitor in the Surrey Silky adult female. She is from Ohio.
Marie's leading Loghouse Llama's Hattie McDaniel. She's sired by she's sired by Red Baron, and her dam is CVL Vivian Leigh.
Our third entry comes from Iowa. We have Nick Hopley and Becky Wilhite entry.
This is High Meadow Summer Sunshine, sired by Dr. P, and on a Roxy roller.
Our fourth entry comes from Aubrey Walters from Wisconsin.
She's leading RCF Sweet Kisses, sired by MSF Fabio, and out of MGF Condor's Kisses.
Our fifth entry comes from Missouri with Mindy Reed at the lead.
Mindy's leading WYN Elegance. She's a daughter of KVF Timon's second edition, and her mom is SWLC Epic.
Barbara Romano of North Carolina is our sixth entry.
Barbara's Girls Moonshadow Cadence, started by 4L&M Icebreaker, and out of Cadriana.
We're going to give Kathy a little bit of time to make her selection of the two that will be advancing into the next round.
Okay, we're going to advance 1 and 2 out of this class. Look at number 3. She's got a lot of size. I'd like to see her a little more upright as she moves around the ring, straight across from those withers all the way to the tail set. Number 4, I have a smaller package little girl. Really like to see a little more width in that between the front and rear, between the front legs and the rear legs as she's moving around the ring. Number 5, really appreciate the size of this girl and the body capacity, but again, I'd like to see her more up-headed as she moved around the ring. And with number 6, like to see a little more bone there, a little wider front and rear as she's moving. So thank you for bringing them out, but 1 and 2 are going to move into the next round.
Congratulations to Lloyd and Tammy Lash of Michigan with their entry of Happy Blessings, and Marie Seyfried with her entry of Log House Llamas Haiti McDaniel as those two advance to the next round. Not only do we have entries from 13 states, we have 2 entries from Canada. Our first exhibitor is Sarah Smith from Canada. Thank you for being a part of the American show.
Sarah's leading Tap Diamond Canadian Lace. She's sired by SFOK Justify and out of MRS Miss Cleo.
Our second entry is another entry from Sarah Smith from British Columbia, Canada.
This girl's WF High Gear's Mona Lisa. She's sired by WF High Gear, and her dam is Peruvian Kiss and Tell.
Denise Fehrenbach is our third entry. She is from Michigan.
Denise is leading Miranda Llama's Hidden Promise, sired by GGC's Phantom Menace, and out of Mystic's April Eclipse.
Our fourth entry comes from Virginia, with Ramona Simpson at the lead.
This girl is Power Seekers of Abaco Bahama Llamas, sired by Star Power Seeker, and dam is Cricket's Summer Jewel.
Lindsay Davis is leading an entry by Justin Timms from Oregon.
This is Northwest Juliana, sired by WLC Peruvian Mercury Rising, Northwest Nuance.
Our judge Kathy Kindler from Georgia is making her selection of the two that will be advancing to the next round.
Okay, in this class we're going to advance numbers 3 and 5. You look at number 1, just like to see her stand up a little straighter, show a little more bone there from those front legs. Second llama, really appreciate the fiber, that ropey fiber with the high luster, but I'd like to see her a little straighter through that rump area and a little more width front and rear as she's walking away. When you go down to number 4, she looks like she's not real happy to be here in this ring. Large, powerful girl, but again, I'd like to see a little straighter out through that rump area as she's walking around the ring. Thank you, and we'll move forward 3 and 5.
Congratulations to Denise Fehrenbach of Michigan with Hidden Promise, and Justin Timms' entry of Northwest Juliana. This is our final roundup for the Surrey Silky adult female. In window number 1, we have Lloyd and Tammy Lash of Michigan with Happy Blessings. Window number 2, we have Marie Seyfried with Log House Llamas, Hattie McDaniel. Window number 4, we have Denise Fehrenbach of Michigan. Oops, I'm sorry, that's window number 3 with Hidden Promise. And window number 4 is Justin Tim entry with Northwest Juliana.
Moving into the finals, we have llamas number 2 and number 3. You look at llama number 1, really appreciate the size of this girl, the eye appeal that she brings there. But I'd just like to see her a little more up-headed as she's walking around the ring and placing those front feet a little truer and straighter as she walks toward you. With animal number 4, really appreciate this girl, like the colors, the eye appeal is great. She just needs a little more width front and rear as she's walking towards you and away from me today. But thank you for bringing them. 2 and 4 are moving in, or 2 and 3 are moving into the finals.
Congratulations to Marie Safrey and Denise Fehrenbach from Michigan. They will be moving to the championship roundup. Here we are in the championship lineup for the Surrey Silky females. In window 1, we have Lloyd and Tammy Lash from Michigan with Showstoppers Blue Violet. Window number 2 is Morgan Squires with Shift Kit. Both of those are the juvie representations. The yearling division, we have Ali Sukup in window number 3. And in window number 4, we have Mark and Susan Smith. And in the adult division, we have in window number 5, Marie Safrey and Denise Fehrenbach in window 6. We'll give Kathy a moment to select our championship lineup.
Okay, what a powerful group of Silky Surrey females. I think I'd be proud to own any of these girls. Great representation of this class. That being said, I've got to place them someplace. So, starting off with number 6, we're going to go with the Llama in window number 2. Really like that profile and the promise this girl brings. Extreme fiber, the luster's great there. I just would like to see her a little wider, both front and rear, and she's got plenty of growing to do, so that can come. My 5th place llama is the girl in window number 6. Really like the size, the body capacity that this breeding female has. But if I had to change anything, I'd probably make her neck just a little higher, just a little longer for the length of her body. Our 4th place animal is going to be the girl in window number 4. Again, a very powerful looking girl with a lot of body capacity and size. I just would like to see her float a little better out around the ring. She just doesn't quite hold it together as well as the 3 in front of her today. That brings us to our 3rd place llama. That's going to be in window number 1, our little silver juvie there. Again, you can see that profile is great. But I'd like a little more true movement or fluid movement off those rear legs as she's walking away. Again, she's got a lot of growing to do, and she can straighten some of that out. So, for our reserve grand champion today, we're going to go with the Llama in number 3. This black and white girl with a straight top line, fluid movement as she's moving around the ring. Really like that look, and as she just really has all the things I like to see in a breeding female. But it's going to be hard to beat my grand champion girl, this girl in window number 5, the mahogany red girl. Like everything about her, like her balance, like that straight top line. Love the way that fiber flows in the wind, and look at her standing there. She just looks beautiful. So congratulations to my grand and reserve champion and to all the girls that are in here today. Beautiful group of females.
Congratulations goes to Marie Safrey with Hattie McDaniel. And for our reserve, we have Ali Sukup with Naisi. Third place goes to Lloyd and Tammy Lash with Showstoppers Blue Violet. With fourth place, we have Mark and Susan Smith's entry of Lady Justice. Fifth place goes to Denise Fehrenbach with Hidden Promise, and sixth place goes to Morgan Squires with Shift Kit. Congratulations on a beautiful class. We are now moving into the Surrey Silky juvenile males, and our first exhibitor is Lloyd and Tammy Lash from Michigan.
Lloyd showing Showstopper Spirit. He's sired by MSF Showstopper. The dam is LUA Waves of Excitement.
Our second exhibitor is an entry by Mark and Susan Smith from Indiana.
Susan's boy is MSF Esquire. He's sired by Esteveo and out of MSF Covergirl.
Ella White is our third entry for the Surrey Silky juvenile males. She is from Indiana.
This is Rocket Man RTC, sired by GNLC Scorcher. The dam is Ebony and Ivory RTC.
Amanda Smith from Indiana is our fourth and final entry in the Surrey Silky juvenile male division.
This is Solid Rock Shadow. He's sired by Solid Rock Sandstone. The dam is Solid Rock Silhouette.
And we'll give our judge a moment to make her selection as to who the two that will go to the championship round.
Okay, quite interesting group of little boys here. We're going to go with 1 and 2 into the finals. When we're looking at 3, really appreciate the fiber on this guy. But I'd like to straighten him out a little bit, especially through the hip down the tail set. Let him relax a little bit, walk a little bit. Or maybe when he grows up, he might lengthen out and widen up a little bit on those rear legs. Number 4, really appreciate the size of this guy, the squareness when he sets up, but I'd just like to see him relax a little bit as he walks around, maybe be a little more fluid off those legs as he's walking toward me and away from me today.
Congratulations to Lloyd and Tammy Lash of Michigan with Showstopper Spirit, and Mark and Susan Smith of Indiana with Esquire. They will be advancing to the championship round. Our first entry in the Silky yearling male division is an entry by Mike Gherkin, shown by Audra Snyder from Ohio.
This is Hard Rock's Rebel Rouser, sired by BL Renegade, and out of Hard Rock's Absolute Surprise.
Our second entry comes from Michigan with Denise Fehrenbach at the lead.
Denise is showing LAMS Cracky Jack, while the LAMS Nutcracker, and the dam is GC's Escala.
Our third entry in the Silky yearling male division is an entry by Mike Gherkin from Ohio.
This is Hard Rock's Back on Track. He's sired by Woods Edge Fast and Furious, and out of Hard Rock's Wedding Bell.
Our fourth and final entry for the Surrey Silky Yearling Male Division comes from Ali Sukup of Wisconsin.
This is SRLL Nigel out of Star Alliance and out of AAL Neva.
And we'll give our judge a moment to make her selection of the two that will be advancing to the championship roundup.
Okay, advancing to the finals of Silky Surrey males. It's going to be Llama number 1 and Llama number 4. When I look at 2, appreciate the fiber that you see there, the high luster that brown boy gives you. Just like to see more width as he's walking away from me today. And for Llama number 3, again, very stylish looking guy with the fiber, but I just like to see little longer neck, a little more width, both front and rear as he's moving toward me and away from me today. Thank you though, number 1 and number 4 moving on to the finals.
Congratulations to Mike Gherkin of Ohio with Rebel Rouser, and to Sally, Sally, not even know where that came from. Ali Sukup with Nigel. This is the adult class of the Surrey Silkies, and leading in our first exhibitor is Mike Gherkin entry. Mike is from Ohio. Audra Snyder at the lead.
Audra's boys, Hard Rock's on the Spot. Started by Renegade and out of Hard Rock's Bell Ringer.
Our second entry is another Gherkin entry from Ohio.
This one's Hard Rock's Follow My Tracks. Started by Hard Rock's Fast Track and out of Desert Willow.
Lindsay Davis is at the lead of a Justin Tim entry to fill our third selection option.
This is GNLC 10 Gen, started by Sajami Eye Candy, and the dam is GNLC Goosebump.
Michael West from North Carolina is in our fourth position.
Michael's boy is Pandemonium's Mingo, started by Indiago Merlot, now stage top Pandemonium.
Amanda Olszewski is in our fifth position. She is from Michigan.
She's leading Stonecrest Phantom, started by American Idol's Simon. The dam is DeLorean's Kahlua and Cream.
Mike Gherkin has another entry and our final entry for the Surrey Silky adult male, and they are from Ohio.
This is Hard Rock's Pedal to the Metal, started by Woods Edge Fast and Furious. The dam is Hard Rock's Divine Design.
And we'll give our judge a moment to make her selection as to who advances to the championship round.
Okay, in this adult Silky Surrey class, we're going to advance number 1 and number 6. When I look at 2, I'd just like to see a little more upright as he moved around the ring, a little straighter through that hip. Number 4, again, I'd like to see an animal more upright. I'd like to see a better neck juncture and a straighter shot there from the withers all the way to the tail set. And animal number 5. Oh, I missed animal number 3. Sorry, missed animal number 3. I think that animal's well balanced, shows me a straight top line. I'd like to see more width between the hocks as he's moving away from me today. And then animal number 5, more compact little guy, balanced, but again, I'd like to see more width between those rear legs as he's walking away from me today.
Congratulations to Mike Gherkin with Hard Rocks on the Spot. And Mike Gherkin, again, will be advancing with Hard Rocks Pedal to the Metal. This is our championship lineup for the Surrey Silky Division, males. In window number 1, we have Lloyd and Tammy Lash's entry, Showstopper Spirit. In window 2, we have Mark and Susan Smith entry, Esquire. In window number 3, we have Mike Gherkin, Rebel Rouser. In window 5, we have Ali Sukup with Nigel. Oh, that was window 4. In window number 5, we have Mike Gherkin with Hard Rocks on the Spot, and Mike Gherkin finishes it out with Pedal to the Metal. And I believe Kathy is ready to announce her championship lineup.
All right, here we go. In 6th place, we have the Llama number 6. Have to admire the size and the stretch of neck that animal brings. I'd like to see him be a little more into the show and not about his surroundings. He might be able to show off just a little better if he was a little more in tune to what was happening here. In 5th place, we're going with the Llama number 4. Again, a big, tall, powerful guy. I'd like to see a little more width there in the front legs as he's moving toward me. Our 4th place Llama is going to be the Llama number 1. Really flashy guy, really eye-catching. I just think he needs to grow up a little bit, spread out, stretch out a little bit to move up. Our 3rd place Llama is going to be the Llama number 3. Again, really admire the stretch, the way he places those front feet down squarely. Just like to see him a little more up-headed as he's walking around the ring today, but I love him on the profile as he's there and struts. That leaves our reserve grand champion as the Llama number 5. Really like that animal as he moves to me front and rear. Plenty of size and strength that he's showing there. Really flashy guy, which leaves our grand champion, the Llama in number 2. Awful lot of positives in this guy. Love the way he started out. Love that profile there. Stretch of neck. Beautiful fiber. And smooth mover. Most definitely the smoothest mover that I saw today in this Surrey Silky Male class. Thank you also for bringing him out to our grand champion and our reserve champion.
Congratulations goes to Mark and Susan Smith of Indiana with Esquire. Our reserve champion goes to Mike Gherkin of Ohio with Hard Rocks on the Spot. 3rd place goes to Mike Gherkin with Rebel Rouser. Fourth place goes to Lloyd and Tammy Lash of Michigan with Showstopper Spirit. Fifth place is Ali Sukup with Nigel. And sixth place is Mike Gherkin with Pedal to the Metal. Congratulations to this outstanding class of Surrey Silky males. This class will be our Best to Show female class. They will be receiving an additional $100 for Best of Show. In window number 1, we have Vanessa Carter with Simba. In window number 2, we have Becky Cleveland with New Leaf's Wonder. And in window number 3, we have Marie Safrey with Hattie McDaniel. We'll give our judge a moment to make her selection of the American Llama Show Best of Show winner in the female bracket.
Wow. When you get to be a judge and you pull these up and you go, yeah, I think I did it right. Like all three of these girls. You have to admire them. So sit back, look. Wouldn't you like one of these in your breeding program? They're awesome. But if I have to give one Best of Show female today, my Best of Show female would be number 3, Hattie McDaniel.
Congratulations goes to Marie Safrey of Ohio with Hattie McDaniel. Beautiful selections. We're now ready to have our judge place her or pick her Best of Show in the male division. In window number 1, we have our non-breeder, Mike Gherkin with Hard Rock on Track. Window number 2, we have Lloyd and Tammy Lash's entry in the heavy wool division for Showstopper Jr. In window number 4, light medium division brought us Nick and Becky. Oh, I said it. It's window number 3. Brings us Nick and Becky's entry, Mr. Butterscotch. In window number 4 is Mark and Susan's entry, Esquire.
All right, before we get to that announcement, I really want to thank Daryl and Marlene Anderson for asking me to do this virtual show. There's nothing more fun than looking at llamas when it's 95 degrees outside and I'm sitting in the air conditioning with a lemonade beside me, looking at all these beautiful animals and all these people working so hard to make them look so wonderful. I also want to tell how much I appreciate all the young people that were showing the llamas today. They did an incredible job. Really excited for these young people in the future. The All-American show really did what it's supposed to. Celebrate the llamas and the 4th of July. Look at everybody. They did a fantastic job. So with that being said, our final pick of the day is for Best of Show Male. And my Best of Show Male goes to the llama in window number 4. Congratulations, Mark and Susan Smith.
Congratulations, Mark and Susan Smith with their entry Esquire. They are from Indiana. And we want to take a moment to thank everybody for entering this show. We especially want to recognize that we had entries from Canada, which made this show even more special. As we take a moment to stop and pause and celebrate the joys of owning, raising, showing llamas, we also want to take a moment to celebrate America.